You ever be in a non-relationship until it's time for him to feel jealous and suddenly he's acting like a betrayed husband you never actually had? Because same. And tonight's story is exactly that. My not boyfriend said we were not a couple, so I broke his heart. Welcome back to Is It Just Me Stories, where we take chaotic relationship situations, lay them out on the table, and decide if it's them, if it's you, or if we all collectively need therapy and a snack. Listen to this and tell me in the comments what you would have done, because personally, I think she was way too nice. They've been seeing each other for a year. Every weekend, he's at her place. Sleepovers, inside jokes, I love you flying around like it's on sale. They've planned their first trip together. They text all day. He knows her coffee order. Her mom knows his name. This is not situationship energy. This is we accidentally filed taxes together energy. Then comes his birthday week. It's Saturday morning. He's half asleep in her bed, messy hair, scrolling his phone. She's in the kitchen making pancakes like a walking green flag because the actual birthday falls on Tuesday and she wants him to feel special all weekend. She walks in with breakfast in bed, smiling like an idiot in love, and goes, "I just like spoiling my man." And he, without flinching, without thinking, with a smile on his very punchable face, says, "I'm not your man." At first she laughs it off. You know that awkward little giggle you do when your soul just left your body? She's like, "Haha, yeah, I know you're not my man." Thinking it's a joke. A bit. Banter. He looks her dead in the eyes and says, "No, really, I'm not your boyfriend." You know that feeling when your stomach drops but you still have to act normal? She's sitting there holding a plate of pancakes like it's a contract he just refused to sign. So she asks the stupid brave question, "Okay, so what are we then?" He shrugs, takes a bite, chews. "I don't know, great friends with benefits." Not, "I'm confused." Not, "I need time." Just a hard downgrade after a year of girlfriend-level effort. She goes completely quiet. He finishes eating like he didn't just drop a bomb on her self-respect. Later, he asks, "So, what are we doing today?" She says, "I'm going to clean and catch up on paperwork." He leaves an hour later. The second the door closes, her body does what her brain can't. She runs to the bathroom, throws up, and cries for 2 hours straight. That's not drama. That's your nervous system saying, "I'm done being gaslit." That night he texts her, "Thank you for breakfast in bed. You're amazing." She leaves him on red. He calls. She ignores it. Around 10 p.m., he shows up at her door. She rattles a jar in the kitchen so it sounds like she's moving around and opens the door halfway like, "Sorry, I'm super sick. Think I've got the flu. Going to bed." He offers to stay the night, just in case you need anything. She says no. And for the next few days, radio silence. Short, "I'm still sick" texts. No FaceTime. No energy. Tuesday comes, his actual birthday. She does not text. No happy birthday. No emoji. Nothing. And for the first time since they met, he goes multiple days without her attention. That's when his little "we're not a couple" speech stops being cute. He finally texts, "I miss you. I haven't gone this long without talking to you. I'm going crazy. Can we at least have dinner?" She says she's very busy. He asks, "Don't you miss me?" And this time, she stops trying to be reasonable. She texts back, "I'm just exhausted. I was out all night with a guy yesterday." She didn't go out with anyone. She didn't even leave her house. But for the first time, she decides to take his logic literally. "You're not my boyfriend." Cool. Then my life is not your business. The second that message delivers, he goes into meltdown mode. He starts typing, stops, types again, deletes, comes back. Meanwhile, she puts her phone down, takes a shower, and lets him stew in the same anxiety she'd been drowning in for months. When she finally checks her phone, there's one message. Seriously? She ignores it. 2 hours later. You can do whatever you want, just don't complain later. That threat is just insecurity in a leather jacket. And for the first time, she smiles. Because the man who swore up and down that they were just friends with benefits is suddenly acting like a betrayed husband she never applied for. The next night, around 10:30, when the street is quiet and the sadness hits the loudest, the doorbell rings. Of course it's him. She lets it ring. Then he knocks. Then the phone buzzes. Open up. I just want to talk. You know this tantrum of yours won't last. Tantrum. She's been loving him for a year, making him breakfast, planning trips, crying in secret. And the first time she pulls back, it's a tantrum? So she texts. You said you weren't my boyfriend. I'm just enjoying my freedom. He replies instantly. Freedom you never wanted. You'll get tired of this little theater. Call me when it passes. She laughs. A dry, nervous little laugh. Because he still believes this is a phase, that she'll calm down, return to her correct settings, and go back to being the woman who makes pancakes and accepts being nothing official. But that night, something shifts. She's not just heartbroken anymore. She's angry, focused. Because now, it's not just he doesn't want a label. It's he doesn't respect me at all. Enter Vanessa, her best friend. The one who always had that look in her eye when his name came up. They meet at a cafe. Vanessa takes one look at her and goes, Okay, what did he do now? She tells her everything. The pancakes, the great FWB, the fake flu, the other guy text, the doorbell, the tantrum comment. When she's done, Vanessa just stirs her coffee like she's trying to mix the right words together. Girl, she says, there's something I didn't want to tell you. I hoped he would grow up. But he never respected you. Her stomach drops. Then comes the flashback. That bar they all went to months ago with the college crowd. Our girl goes to the bathroom. He stays at the table with Vanessa. He starts complimenting her, making extra conversation. At first, Vanessa thinks he's just being friendly, until he leans in and asks, Have you ever thought about hooking up with both of us at the same time? She tells him to go fuck himself, says, That's my best friend. You're disgusting. He laughs, calls it a joke, says, People take things too seriously. Life without labels. All that fake deep nonsense. After that, Vanessa starts noticing things. The way he's always on his phone. The way he flirts with other girls at parties. The new friends popping up on his Instagram. Then she drops the final blow. He's already gone out with at least 2 girls from our class. One of them told me he said he didn't have a commitment to anyone. This while he was spending every weekend at your place. In that cafe, our girl feels disgusted, embarrassed, used. He told her, I love you, with the same mouth he used to proposition her best friend. And he still thought she'd be grateful to be great FWB. On the way home, her sadness turns into something sharper. Not, how could he do this to me? But, how did I stay for this long? That night, she doesn't cry on the bathroom floor. She sits on the couch and starts putting the puzzle together. Every weird moment, every half-truth, every, I'm just tired, every time she felt crazy. By the time the sun starts to come up, she's staring at a very clear picture. He was never confused. He was comfortable. And he assumed she'd never leave. That's when she thinks of Lucas, the friend. The opposite of her not boyfriend. The one who saw her at a party once and quietly said, You seem too good for him. Just be careful, okay? At the time, she brushed it off, thought he was exaggerating. Now, his words hit like prophecy. So she messages him. Hey, this might seem random, but you were right about him. Thank you for being honest. Do you have time this week? I'd like to talk. He says yes. They meet for coffee. He greets her with a soft hug and a calm smile instead of trying to crack jokes about the drama. She tells him everything. No filter. No, I'm fine, it's whatever. He listens without interrupting, without defending his friend, without making it about himself. When she's done, he takes a deep breath and says, I tried to warn you. He's been my friend for years and he's always been like this. Charming, impulsive, always a womanizer. With you it was worse because he knew you loved him. She sits there quiet because she knows it's true. Then she says, he lost me. I don't want to live inside this pain anymore. I want to turn the page. And if you'll let me, I want to do that with someone who actually sees me. Lucas looks surprised but not shocked, like he saw this moment coming a long time ago. You deserve more than he gave you, he says, and more than he'll ever understand. And yeah, I'm here. For the first time in weeks, she feels peace instead of panic. But there's still one thing she knows for sure. When her not boyfriend finds out, he's going to lose his mind. Because nothing bruises a fragile ego like realizing the girl you refuse to claim is now being claimed by someone you consider less than you. A few nights later, she's at a small restaurant with Lucas. It's not fancy. Low lights, live guitar, shared dessert. They're laughing about something dumb when her phone buzzes. 3 messages in a row. Are you seriously with him? Have you lost your mind? We need to talk, now. She sees the name, sees the panic, and for the first time does not drop everything to fix it. Lucas notices her face change and asks, You okay? She smiles and says, I'll explain later. Right now, I just want to be here. Because that moment belongs to her, not to the man who only panics when he feels her slipping away. The next day, he doesn't text. He shows up. Doorbell. Hard. Like he's got a lease to her front door. She goes down. He's standing there in wrinkled clothes, red eyes, breathing like he sprinted over. He still leads with ego. Are you hooking up with Lucas? Good morning to you too, she says. Stop, just answer me. Are you really with him? She crosses her arms. I am. Why? Does it bother you? He laughs that angry little laugh men do right before they say something stupid. With my best friend? Seriously? That's low, even for you. She feels the anger hit her like a wave. Low? She says. You're talking about low after everything you did? It's not the same thing, he snaps. I never hooked up with any of your friends. But you tried, she says. Remember Vanessa? You really thought she wouldn't tell me you asked if she wanted to hook up with both of us at the same time? Silence. He freezes, looks away, searches for an excuse and finds nothing. That was a joke, he finally mutters. You know I talk shit. I would never actually do that. It wasn't a joke to me, or to her. And even if it was, what kind of man jokes like that about a woman he claims to love? I do love you, he snaps. Damn it, that's why I'm here, because I love you, and you're throwing us away for some idiot who shouldn't even be in our circle. She almost laughs at the word us. You know what's funny, she says. You only found the word love after I walked away. But when I made you pancakes for your birthday, you looked me in the face and said you weren't my boyfriend, that we were just friends with benefits. That wasn't a joke. You were clear. cold, convinced. "I was confused," he says. "I didn't know what I felt." "No," she says. "You knew exactly what you felt. You just didn't want to give up the others. And now that you see me happy with someone who passes you in every single category, you show up here trying to play the victim?" He's quiet now. Eyes watering, but not from love, from losing control. "He's only with you to get to me," he tries. Last little ego life raft. "No," she says calmly. "He's with me because he chose me, because he respects me, because he listens to me, because he values me, something you never did." He looks at her like he's seeing a stranger. Because he is. She's not the girl making pancakes hoping one day he'll wake up and choose her. She's the woman who realized she doesn't have to wait to be chosen. "Go," she says quietly, "and enjoy the walk. You'll have time to think about everything you lost." He hesitates, looks around like the sidewalk is going to argue for him. But there's nothing left. No excuse, no label, no us. He turns and leaves, and she closes the door. Not just on him, on the entire story. Months pass. The storm settles. The guy who once swore he wasn't her boyfriend is now just background noise. Every now and then she hears he still brings her up, talks like they're an unfinished chapter. Mutual friends say he's quieter now, more bitter, more lost. But honestly, that's none of her business anymore. Because on a simple afternoon, after coffee and a walk in the park, Lucas takes her hand and says, "I know you came from a place where love was always doubt. With me, I want it to be certainty. If you're still ready to love, I'm here. Not as a prize, as someone who wants to build something with you." She says yes. No fireworks, no big speech, just a calm knowing. Now her days are full of dumb jokes, long conversations, soft kisses in kitchens where pancakes are not used to bribe bare minimum affection. He says, "I love you," and then actually proves it, day after day. The pain from before is still there, but only as a scar. A reminder of how long she accepted crumbs without realizing there was a whole feast waiting at the right table with the right person and the right version of herself. Lucas was never a trophy of revenge. He was the unexpected cure, the soft light after all that chaos. And her? She's the woman he refused to claim, the one he introduced as a friend, while living in her bed and shopping for upgrades behind her back. Now she's the official girlfriend of his former best friend. The one walking down the street hand in hand, no hiding, no secrets, no "I don't like labels." Introduced with pride as, "This is my girlfriend." No confusion, no half-truths, just clarity. So now I want to know, if you were her, would you have done the same thing? Was she savage justified, or did she not go far enough? Tell me in the comments whose side you're on, and what you would have done if your not boyfriend suddenly realized you were the one that got away.